So today's video I'm going to be going over some of my favorite entertainment media things. I'm going to do movies, books, TV shows, video games, and music. I'm just going to go over my top 3 in each category. Okay, number 3 is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Number 2 is V for Vendetta. And number 1 spot is Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. I really hope they make a Hellboy 3. I don't know if Ron Perlman really wants to. He plays Hellboy, if you didn't know. But I watch it like every month, I think. It's awesome. And now, onto books. Okay, coming in at number 3 is Jane Eyre, like every other girl my age. Basically, I don't know any boy that likes this book. Number 2 is The Lightning Thief, or just the Percy Jackson series, or what is it called? Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. And the 2 books that are in the new series as well. Packed with humorous allusions to Greek mythology, along with rip-snorting action sequences, this book really shines. It's shiny. That's all I have to say. And number 1 is Tessa of the D'Urbervilles. Thomas Hardy is my favorite author of all time, and this was the first book I read by him. It's probably the most famous, except for, well, I guess it's the same as Far from the Madding Crowd and Mayor of Casterbridge. It doesn't have a very happy ending. I won't spoil it for you, but it doesn't have a totally happy ending, but that didn't bother me all that much, and it usually does. So I really recommend reading this. And now on to video games. Okay, so I kind of cheated in this category. I have 4 to show you. I couldn't pick 3. It was so difficult, so I just said, okay, what the heck, 4? And then one of the 4 is kind of also cheating a bit, and you'll see when I get to it. Number 4 is Super Smash Bros. Brawl, actually, but I have the Melee case with me, so I like Melee as well, but Brawl is so much better. Although I have to play Brawl with the GameCube controller. I can't do it with the Wii controllers. Ugh, I like the GameCube controller. If you're wondering, the only character I play is Kirby. My brother says I spam moves, but I use all of the moves, so I don't really know how I could spam moves if I use all of them. Number 3 is Pikmin. So, I've only beaten this game. I actually haven't beaten this game. I've gotten to the final boss and I couldn't get past it, and after like 4 tries, I gave up. But otherwise, it's awesome. I just bought Pikmin 2 that I need to play, and getting used to the Wii controller is pretty difficult. Okay, number 2 is a bit of a cheat because it's what came with my GameCube. It's the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. So it's got probably about 8 Zelda games all in one disc. So this is what it looks like. It's got, let's see, the original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. It's got Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on it, and then also a playable demo of Wind Waker. I can't choose which Zelda game is my favorite. I mean, I've beaten Wind Waker. I haven't beaten Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time yet. I've played about, I think, halfway through each of them, and then something happened and I didn't have time to play, and then I forgot about it. And number 1, I'm sad to say that it's not a Zelda game. I mean, Zelda is my favorite series as a whole, so if it was, if I was ranking overall video games, then Zelda would be first. But this particular game is first, and it is Super Mario Sunshine. I think I've beaten it twice. I've played to a certain point many times. It's so awesome. For some reason, I love cleaning up the paint. I don't know why. It just gives me some sort of freaking adrenaline rush, cleaning up paint with I can't even remember what it's called. Flood. There we go. Flood. I remember. It was like flow, shouting. And now for TV show. I don't watch a lot of TV shows, so I don't think a top 3 would really work. I mean, I think I watch a total of 5, so I'll just add all the 5 in there. I'll go through them really quick. So number 5 is Jeopardy. I listen to it every single night with my family. Number 4 is Adventure Time. I bought the DVD because I like it so much. Number 3 is The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson. I actually went to see one of his live tapings. He does a late night show. He's from Scotland. I first started watching him when he had Matt Smith on the show, and that leads me to number 2, which is Doctor Who. Yay! And Doctor Who with Matt Smith, of course. I did watch some of David Tennant, and he's brilliant as well. The guy before, I'm not too sure. He just didn't seem Doctor enough for me. He wasn't geeky, strange enough. And number 1, which I don't have a DVD of yet, is Sherlock on the BBC, or where I'm watching it, it's PBS, and you can get it on Masterpiece Mystery. It's basically an adaptation of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes books, but it has Benedict Cumberbatch, who is playing Sherlock, and then Martin Freeman is playing Dr. Watson. Next is the music I listen to. I listen to a really wide variety of music. I have a lot of Irish folk song, not really folk songs, but Irish bands on my iPod. I have Motown, I have pop, I have indie music, I actually have like martial arts music, you know, like Mortal Kombat and stuff that I used to do Taekwondo to. So instead of going over every single song I have, because or variety, there's too much. So I'll just tell you the 5 tracks that I'm listening to and are my favorite right now. Number 5 is Don't Stop Believing by Journey. This is always in my top 5. I play it almost every single day. I like it as a song, not just a karaoke song. I know all the words. Journey is one of my favorite bands. Number 4 is Burning Love by Elvis Presley. That's also always in my top 5. I also listen to that every single day. Number 3 is Lights by Ellie Goulding, I think. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Number 2 is kind of, I'm not sure if it's that old, but it's Bubble Pop by, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, I don't want to offend anyone. And it's one of my guilty pleasures. I don't know any of the words because it's all Korean, but I try and sing along and make a fool out of myself. And then number 1 is Broken Hearted by Carmen. Something that I really like to sing to, and I can't sing at all, but I sing really loud, and I just don't care when that song is playing, so that's my favorite song of this moment. So that's everything. I don't think I missed anything. I'm going to go study for my my math placement exam, so I'm going to study some calculus that I haven't done in like 1.5 years. I'm going to do absolutely swell. So yeah, subscribe if you liked the video. Like it if you like the video. Press click the annotation somewhere on the right hand side to watch the next video if there isn't anything there. The next video isn't out yet. And click somewhere on the left, click the annotation somewhere on the left to watch the last video. The last video is probably, my last video is about my CF and stuff, so if you don't want to hear something too serious, don't watch that video. I just wanted to put it out there and stuff.